What's up, everybody? Thanks so much for being here. Welcome back to Cryptographics. Today, we're going to be going over my plan for how to 10,000x my life and possibly yours if maybe you want to take something from this over the coming months and years. Before we get into this, I just want to say hello to everyone in here. See, we got 7 people in here already. Got Bearded Saint. What's up, my brother? We got Lost in Crypto. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you. And we've got Roof Dog, of course. Good evening, Cryptographics. Looking forward to watching or catching a live stream. Glad you could make it, my friend. We got Godfather J6 in here. What's up, brother? Good to see you in here again. The Mile High Mercenary joining in live from the UK. We got Corey Hex Pulse. Let's go. So today's episode is going to be really cool, guys. I'm going to share with you kind of what my philosophy on how I'm taking or I am tackling the bear market currently and what I plan to do to keep myself kind of going and keep myself level-headed. And I'd love to hear from you at some point during the stream as well. I'll share what I'm thinking, and then I'd love to hear from you guys what your plan is for the bear market. And if you're watching this after the stream, I'd love for you to comment below with what your plan is, how you're holding up, what strategies you're using to keep your head in the game, and how you're planning to utilize this downtime to get yourself ahead in the long term. So we got a whole bunch of people rolling in here. We got 26 people now. It's awesome. What's up, Graphics? Thanks for being you. Hey, thank you for being you, Colin. Thank you for being here. Coming at you from Japan. Let's go. Charles Stark, thanks for being here. Thanks for the content. Thank you, man. Sorry, skirt. Case closed. Brett McMillan, happy Wednesday. Must be a day ahead where you are. It's Tuesday here. Or am I confused? What's up, peeps? We got Derek Boyd in here. We got Lazy Boy. We got Crypto Cashew. What's up? Did you ever make those hockey jerseys? Those are coming eventually. I don't know when, but I need to find a better way to do it because the way I was going to do it before, it didn't make sense. It would have been literally 3 months by the time whoever purchased one would get it. It just didn't seem to make sense. Someday I will share that with you guys. What's next, homies? Welcome to the stream. Steakhex, thanks me later. All right, guys. So let's get into today's video. So my 10,000x plan during the bear market. Now, might not be what you think, but there's layers to this and there's different components to my plan because there's a lot going on. It's really easy to get your head out of the game, to be trying to get ahead when really you're setting yourself back by just getting in your own head, being too hard on yourself, having crazy expectations. So my number one thing that I am going to be doing, which you've probably already noticed on the channel, and I'll continue this throughout this entire bear market and into the future before Pulse Chain launches, and hopefully get as much of this out for you guys and for myself as possible, is to invest as much time as possible into the projects that are being built on Pulse Chain. So starts with make sure you have vetted all these projects. And this comes down to how to learn as well. So there's a couple things I'd like to show you guys or give you that might help you on your learning journey. So if you're trying to learn and you don't even know where to start, there's a couple great places. One of them is called cryptopedia.com. And I'm going to put it in the comments here. And I think for anyone who is struggling with, you hear people talking about all these crazy jargon, essentially, this crypto jargon, and you don't really know what they're saying. You know bits and pieces, but you can't really put it together. Go to the website I've got in the chat here. It is awesome. It is basically a dictionary for all these crypto terms, and it's incredibly useful. I wish there's actually an app where you could set it up so that way when you're reading something, you could look it up on Cryptopedia, but I haven't found that yet. So go to cryptopedia.com. If you have anything you're trying to learn while you're researching these projects and you don't understand the language, go here. You can look it up. There's usually summaries. There is just one-word answers. There's whole write-ups on all these things. It's amazing. So that's my first suggestion. 2 is there's a couple channels that really help me understand the fundamentals. And one of them is called Finematics, and very well done, very in-depth, but has all the whiteboard stuff that everyone loves to see, all the diagrams and moving pieces that illustrate exactly what they're trying to say. And the other one is Whiteboard Crypto. So those 2 YouTube channels have been very, very handy for me when I was learning, as well as reading. So many books you could read, and it's hard to keep up with that. So I'll just stick to the YouTube channels for now. So again, you got Whiteboard Crypto, and you also have Finematics. So going back though to investing as much as possible in the projects, we're vetting the projects. We're trying to understand crypto on a more fundamental level. And one of the big things that I've known that's helped, or I've found that's really helped me, and that I know will help you as well, is if you're finding a group of people. either a Telegram chat, Discord, Twitter Spaces. I don't know if there's Facebook stuff going on, but there are many different types of groups that you can find yourself in or get into that allow you to talk to people who have different levels of expertise in different areas. And even if you feel like your questions are stupid questions, there really aren't. And you need to ask those. You need to find a group of people that are willing to listen to you or at least allow you to ask those questions without coming down on you for just being new. And so there are many Twitter spaces that are constantly open in the Hex community. Telegram, there's usually specific Telegram groups for different channels. It was Maximus Icosa. There's obviously the Pulse chain. There's PulseX. There are a bunch of different Telegram groups. I'm sure Discord has many of. Currently, I'm working with Discord for the graphics gang as well. Hopefully, that's out soon. We'll definitely be posting more about that in future videos. So that's my number one piece to my 10,000x plan. Make sure that I'm taking advantage of all this time when things aren't going up to learn as much as humanly possible about everything, to understand the things that I'm learning fundamentally, to understand the game theory, how it ties into the micro and the macro side of things. Is it really worth my time and energy and money ultimately? Is it really going to perform? And I think that by doing this and taking this time to really accelerate your learning and your knowledge, you're going to see in the long term quite the fruits from what you're planting here today, and or what you're researching and what you're learning. So that's my very first pick. So before we go on to number two, I'm just going to pause. I'm going to check in with chat, see how everyone's doing, and just make sure I'm not missing too much. We got Danny C in here, I see now. We got Techstar, welcome, welcome. It's lovely early Wednesday morning here. Amazing. Pulse Train Trainer, good to see you in here again, my friend. DCing into Hex Max every week, then HODL. How about Pulse Doge? Don't have any thoughts on Pulse Doge just yet. Haven't thought about it, haven't researched it. Don't have any thoughts at all, my friend. We got Dougie. Yo, yo, yo. What's up, Bugs? What's up, fam? We got Hex Pineapple. Nice name. I like your name. Or sorry, Happy Pineapple. Even better. Well, not better, but different. Same, but different. And then we've got yo, what up? We got it's Fifth Son. We got Alan Fizame. So many streams going all crazy. Hope I'm not clogging this whole the whole streaming. I don't even know what you'd say here. Hope not clogging up the content and just putting up too much stuff here, overlapping with people. But Bish is in here. We're just waiting for the upcoming dips this year. Exactly. We got Charity Dunning. We got It's Fifth Son against him, Maxi in here. Nice. Okay. Sick. Okay. I'm glad everyone's doing well. Let's keep going here, guys. So number one, again, was to research as much humanly possible on all of the new projects that are coming out. And you have to admit to yourself that you're probably not going to get all of them if you're trying to invest and your time and energy into all of the important pieces to the puzzle. And so you kind of do have to be selective, but you can skim before you really dive in. If something seems like it has a lot of potential, then you might want to go right ahead and just dive right in. So that's the summary of number one. Let's go though to number two, because number two is a little bit of a different thing. So my 10,000x plan kind of takes a sidestep away from crypto here. And one of the things that I'm really going to be doing, and I have been doing over the last while, is to meditate, take time to control your mind, or my mind, and get physically healthy. And so for me, what it looks like is sitting still and allowing, especially on days where like, there's a lot of thought going on, and it's really kind of taking my attention in directions where I don't really want. A lot of times, the best way for me to mitigate that is to, one, is to just fully immerse myself in something, or two, is to sit still and just meditate, focus on the breath, and just like allow thought to dissipate, and to allow things that are maybe taking up too much of your attention to dissipate. Really helps, and especially because when the next bull market comes, or if you're still seeing your investments go down potentially, this just really helps you think logically, and it helps you detach a little from your emotions. And there's so much going on, and we're so attached to our phones and technology with all the stuff we're learning. It's really nice to separate for a little while and just ground ourselves, so we can actually control more of our lives and our situation and what were our decisions in crypto. It really does enhance our ability to think logically, which I have noticed a tremendous increase in my own cognitive abilities over the last 2-3 years, since being more religious with meditation. So I would highly recommend it. I'm not going to get into the nitty gritty and exactly how to do it here. Maybe someday, but for now, there's so much resources on the internet. Even just sitting still and Counting your breaths that you can do is a great way to start. Um, and also getting healthy. This is a big thing too. When you are controlling your mind and you're out there, you're eating better, maybe not even well, but better, right? You're trying to just improve yourself and your state, um, even a tiny bit. These little progressions can really help you feel better about yourself, have less stress. You can enjoy life a little bit more, which we're going to get into even more later. But really just getting healthy, both mentally and physically, for yourself. When you come back to crypto, again, you're going to be making better decisions. You're going to feel better about what you're doing. You're going to be more confident over time as you do this consistently, because you're just going to have more trust in yourself because you've done some work. You have some confidence in yourself. So that is number 2 for my 10,000x plan. And I know it's a little different. It's not crypto, but it really makes a world of difference. And I recommend anybody who's watching this right now, whether it's live here with us on stream, or it is actually uh, after the stream as well, I highly recommend you do a little bit of research on just meditation, just how to do it basic. You don't need to do a long stint of like an hour. You can do 10, 15 minutes. You can do it 3 times a week. You can do it every day. You can do it a few times a week. It doesn't matter. But I highly recommend looking into just meditating and learning how to just sit still and quiet the mind, so that these thoughts that aren't actually doing anything for us actually go away, and you learn to control your mind better. Because our minds have the ability to think, but when we let the ability to think control us, it's no longer an ability and it's controlling us. So we want to make sure that we are controlling our minds as best as possible, especially in this environment where we really need our brains. So that's number 2. Let's move on real quick to number 3. But before we do, I'm going to check into chat real quick and see, we got a few new people in here already. See Sandy Beach. Let's go. What's up, Sandy? Good to see you in here. We got Sandy in the house. A graphics gang. We got Mudhog in here as well. Never FOMO. Ever, ever, ever. Great point. And let's see. I got to take breaks from crypto. Exactly. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about that later, but we definitely need to take breaks from crypto, get outside, do things for yourself. But I'm going to pause there because I don't want to give away too much of my plan. Stay away from alcohol, everything in moderation. And if even moderation is too much for you, yeah, maybe stay away. You don't have to do what the rest of the herd is doing at all times. You got to figure out what's best for you. The 3 killer L's: ladies, liquor, and leverage. Oh, Richard Hart. Oh, what a quote. We got Ivan Mandip in here, or Mandip. Never remortgage your house. There's a good one, lazy boy. Yeah, there you go. Oh, so many lessons. So many lessons. All right, cool. So, guys, let's get back to number 3 in my 10,000x plan, and let's keep going here. So, number 3. So, first one, again, we had invest as much time as possible into the projects that are being built onto the Pulse chain, because they may be the best opportunities we could see for a number of years. And this might actually be the opportunity of a lifetime in front of us here. So, taking advantage of that and putting all possible effort into that is number 1. Number 2 is quieting the mind, meditating, making yourself healthy, building some muscle, just getting healthy in general, whatever that looks like for you. Maybe not even building muscle, but whatever health looks like physically and mentally for you, that's number 2. Now, number 3 is to have patience. And for me, it's not to be too hard on myself as well, because I know it's really easy to, especially depending on why you're in crypto. Maybe you have a family, maybe your situation you feel like that you need to change your situation. You want to get out of where you're at. There's so many reasons why you're in crypto for something that maybe puts a lot of pressure on you. And it's important to, be patient with yourself and understand that like these things aren't going to happen overnight. Sure, maybe for a couple people that became overnight millionaires with Dogecoin or something like that, but that's unlikely. It's not even reasonable expectations for yourself, and it's mostly going to set you up for failure. So have patience with yourself. Rome was not built in a day, and it may take years for your financial plan to bear the fruits you're trying to grow. So waiting and knowing that it's going to happen because you're putting in the time, you're making yourself healthy mentally and physically. And over time, these decisions that you're making are going to compound and allow you to get to the goal that you desire or that you're looking for, whether it's for yourself, for family, whatever your reasons are. But have patience and don't be too hard on yourself. You're trying really hard. I know I am. I'm sure you are too. We're all doing our best. So at the end of the day, we have to give ourselves credit and be easy on ourselves sometimes and realize how far we've come, even if we haven't gone the full way or the full mile to where we want to end up. So that's number 3, guys. Kind of short, kind of sweet, but I think it's still a really big one because we are oftentimes we come down so hard on ourselves if we're not living up to our own expectations. And sometimes we have to take a step back and look to see how far we've come and understand, okay, we have made progress and we will get there eventually. So that's number 3. Now, let's move on to number 4. Now, this is the 4th and final piece to this whole puzzle. I have a very simple plan. It's not overly complicated because you only have so much time, energy, and your brain can only be on and really on and learning for so many hours a day. So the 4th one is to take time away from crypto and enjoy life, whatever that looks like. Now, there's a balance to this. This doesn't mean that every single day you spend 8 hours outside and 2 hours in front of crypto, or, you focus mostly on enjoying life and then you just fit crypto in here or there as like maybe a hobby. If you're watching this video, you're probably you have a pretty big desire to do something with your investments and your time that you're also investing in this. You're looking for some kind of ROI, return on investment. So make sure there's a balance, but get out when you need it. If you need time away from crypto, go outside, go hang out with friends, go have a couple of drinks, go do what you need to do to make yourself feel good. Obviously, everything in moderation, and there's a line before you start going overboard on it and you start neglecting the things that you actually should be prioritizing. But it's totally healthy to take care of your own needs and to put those needs first. If you've been working on crypto or a project or researching for a week and you're like, I need to get away from this, go away for a weekend, go away for a day, whatever you need. But take time away from crypto to enjoy life, whatever that looks like. And also your phone too. Turn off your phone once in a while. Turn off social media. Completely disconnect every once in a while. It's a nice reset. I'm sure you've had that experience once in a while, but man, we forget it. It's so easy to forget as we get just consumed by all this learning that we're doing and the social media and the community and waiting for Pulse Chain. And there's just so much that we're waiting for. It's easy to get consumed by it. So that would be, that's the majority of it. And there's one more part here that I want to add. Find time to make yourself smile and laugh as much as you can, both at yourself, without degrading yourself. But if it's funny, something you're doing is funny, you should be the first one to laugh at it. Learn to laugh at yourself and the external world as much as possible, because perspective is everything. And that's going to do it for my list. So guys, again, just to recap, invest as much time as possible into all the projects that are being built on Pulse Chain to find the gems that are waiting so that you can invest in and make the most money off of. 2, meditate or get yourself mentally and physically healthy and be able to control your emotions so that when the next bull market's coming or when the bottom of the bear market seems to be happening, you can make very good decisions and you can make the most of your decision-making skills and buying power. And 3, have patience and don't be too hard on yourself. You got to give yourself some credit where credit's due. Allow things to take some time. Things don't happen overnight. And 4, take time away from crypto to enjoy life. Smile, get outside, hang with friends, have a couple drinks. Just enjoy life sometimes, guys. So that's going to do it for my 4 pieces to my 10,000x plan. I know it's kind of simple, but really this is what I believe is all it takes. Is just focusing on these things and allowing all of my labor to create fruit, essentially. I know I've said that like 3 times using that kind of metaphor, but I like it. So what I want to know is, what's your 10,000x plan for the bear market? Like, what are your plan? What are you planning on doing while we're waiting for things to rally and things to pick up again? Drop a comment if you're watching this in the replay. And if you're live with me here, I'd love to know what you're doing. Like, what are you working on a daily basis? How are you keeping yourself sane? What's your plan? Let's go here. I'm going to check into chat real quick. Sandy, you only agree with 2 of them? Which 2? I think this is maybe a little bit behind, but I'd love to know which 2. It's Fifth Son says, I'm in crypto for the mad gains. Aren't we all, though? But, dude, that's why you should be here. That's why we're all here. Pulse Chain Trainer says, build muscle. It's the best way to boost your metabolism. Exactly. Building muscle, getting outside, getting healthy is an incredible way to just keep your mind sharp and your body and everything about you sharp, even if it's a few times a week. Taj Gill says, this is already a killer stream. Thanks, my man. Dude, thank you for being here. I'm glad you're loving it. I hope if you're watching, you're getting something out of this. And yeah, I think it's important to have a plan and to know kind of what you're doing on a daily basis and be able to, check yourself and stick to something, even if it's in a general direction, have something that's guiding you forward and you can move around within those guidelines to keep yourself in check and healthy. So we got Ted here. What's up? Good to see you again. Smash the like, ring the bell, smash the big red button if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, what are we at for likes here, guys? Let me just check real quick. Let's see. Pause this real quick. What are we at here? We got 69 likes and 69 watching. Let's go. Sick. Okay, let's keep going then. We got Hex Huddle in here finally. Smoke break 4:20 p.m. Nice, my man. Let's see. I plan to save dry powder and take profits during the next bull run. As you should. Take profits when you need to. Maybe not cash out everything, but definitely take some profits. Maxillionaire, I'm selling monthly. Oh, you. Lazy Boy says I bury my crypto in my backyard. Hey, fair enough. Yeah, whatever is the safest bet for you, really. Brody Robinson, gaming coins. Haven't really looked into that. I saw a thing today that was actually kind of interesting as far as like a pulse chain based game, but I haven't looked into it, so I don't actually know anything about it other than it looked kind of cool, kind of Fortnite-ish. But hey, if you're into the play to earn, it might be a cool one coming out. Tex says, great stream. I'm glad to catch one finally live. If we believe in these projects enough to invest in them, then our only hurdle to future gains is ourselves. Well said. Yeah, that's so true. Very well said. The only thing that's stopping you from getting your gains that you want is yourself at the end of the day. Waiting, and still waiting. I know. We all still are. But you know what? When it does come, it'll be worth it. It'll be very worth the wait. Ted Nelson says, accumulate Hex, invest in those things that promote Hex, PLS, and PLSX. Sir, sit back and relax. Exactly. I think this is a great strategy. I love it. TV Bishop, 5555. That's a great strategy, my man. Godfather J6 says, he's studying, DCAing, praying, talking, and sharing with friends and family. I love it. That's awesome. That's a great strategy. Studying is important. DCAing is important. Praying, very important. Talking, sharing with friends and family. You need the social life to still exist. You need to have some people in life, even if it's a small amount. I think it's very important personally. Barnes or bust. Welcome, my friend. Barnes or bust says, sit back and relax next to a recreation pond would be my goal. I like it. That's a great goal, actually. Come get me, aliens. Welcome to the stream. I haven't seen you in here before. Same with Barnes or bust. Welcome to both of you. I see a few people that's new in here. This is great. I'm going to be sharing this with a few people that I think needs to hear this. Amazing. Yeah, please, guys. If you're enjoying this and you think that someone needs to hear this, I'd love for you to share it. Share it on Twitter. Share it on however you can, and let's get people to watch this, come up with a plan for themselves, and just check themselves a little bit. Make sure they're actually taking care of their own needs. So I appreciate this comment. That's awesome. JTech Services. I'm holding my Pulse Chain PulseX for 3 years. That's a sick plan. I think 3 years is going to get you, make you a very happy camper, if I had to guess. Hex McKenzie, what's up? Finally in here. It's good to see you. Hex McKenzie says, hi, babes. Nonstop DCA into Hex. Awesome. That's a great plan. I think there's going to be a whole lot of that in people's playbooks in the currently and in the future as well. Tex Hex says, DCAing as much as possible, but still investing in living life, taking some vacations. That's great. You need to. DCAing is a great way if you just constantly want to put in, and then again, taking vacations, even if they're micro vacations, super important in my opinion. Super important. Let's see here. Pulse and Hex Crypto. I want to stake 75% of my Pulse day one. What are the best options for this? Looks like I can stake Pulse and Pulse X, correct? You can, but you may want to look into other options. Well, it really depends. We don't know what the best options are going to be. It depends on how much Pulse you have. It might make sense for you to provide liquidity, but also might not. We don't know what the numbers are going to look like yet. It might just be best to stake in with a validator. And I cannot confirm or deny yet whether liquid loans is the way to go, but I will be looking into that soon. So we'll be talking about that on the channel at some point. And I'm really looking forward to diving in to see what options there are for Pulse holders with liquid loans. Josh Pate says, love your work, my friend. Such great knowledge in the Hexagon community. Yeah, I appreciate that. It's so true, though. There are so many people in this community that have great take, that have so much knowledge. Like that's the only reason why I've even come to where I am, is the people in this community and how willing they are to share their knowledge. It is unbelievable to me. And I'm so grateful that this is the community that I stumbled across first. It blows my mind. It really does. I'm thankful for all of you here and all of you that are in the community. It really is incredible that we all found each other. Let's see. The two are liquor and leverage. Oh, right. Yeah. Well, I've been around. Barnes or Bust says, well, I've been around since your beginning. Watched all your stuff. Just decided to start commenting on streams. Great content, bro. Amazing. Hey, thank you for that. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate you coming to the chat and hanging out. It's a lot of fun to have you in here. We got Bullish. What's up, bro? Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Hex Pineapple again. Great motivation. Thanks. Yeah, we need a little motivation every once in a while. A little kick in the butt. Optimus Prime 369. Good to see you, my friend. Says, yep, he's a smart dude. Crypto Cashew, staycations, reading, and bike riding. Amazing. Yep. It's simple. I like it. It's super simple. And of course, I'm sure there's a little crypto in there, but that sounds like an awesome, awesome plan. Pulse Doge moving faster than Pulse Chain launch. This is the thing. I can't really comment on it. I don't know any tokenomics. I haven't been paying attention to it, but hey, it seems like it's doing well for some people. So congrats if you're a Pulse Doge owner. And yeah, I hope it goes well. Maybe we'll talk about it on the channel at some point, but I have I have a list of things to get to first. So amazing. Well, guys, I'm seeing the comments kind of slowing up here, and I wanted to keep this kind of a shorter stream. I don't want this to be a big 1 hour, 2 hour stream. So if you guys have any final questions on anything we've talked about so far, so there's meditation, there's how to learn and how to do research. There is having patience with yourself. And we have finally talked about, going out and actually living life a little bit still. So guys, if you have any comments or actually questions on like what I think, anything that you want to share, I'm going to probably stay alive for another 10 minutes at most. And from there, we'll check out and I will end the stream. I see Josh Pate hopping in here saying single-sided staking for PLSX is my plan. It's my plan too, my friend. Still don't know how lucrative it's going to be. I think it'll be fairly lucrative, but either way, I am very, very excited. And guys, if you haven't already, I posted on Twitter that KSBTV dropped me a little care package of all these little Hex and Pulse Chain logos, a bunch of stickers. And as a thank you to them and for sending this to me, if you guys are looking to go to PulseCon or the Pulse Masters golf tournament, you can use coupon code PM2022. And you can get 10% off if you want to go to PulseCon or the Pulse Masters. So shout out to you guys at KSB TV, Abed and Jory. Thank you guys so much. These stickers are dope. I can't wait to use them. Ted Nelson says, great to see you live streaming again. Thanks for the knowledge dump. Hey, I'm glad to be back here and actually with you guys as well. I definitely didn't realize it had been almost 2 months, and that can't happen again, and it won't happen again. So I apologize to everyone that's watching for taking that long to get back here, but we're back on track now. Barnes Bus says, thanks, bro. Everyone stay humble out there. Future is bright. That's what I'm saying, man. Stay humble and work your butt off. All right, guys. Well, I'm seeing the comments flow up here. I think it's a great place to end the stream. So, guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for listening. I hope if you've watched this that you've enjoyed it. You've maybe learned something. Maybe it made you just think about your own strategy. And if you did and you're watching the replay here, drop me a comment with what you thought. I'd love to know with what you think of my strategy or my plan, what yours is. And also, if you got this far, please smash the like, guys. If you haven't already, there's a big red button somewhere down on the bottom right here, or over here, I guess. Smash that. I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers because we have a PLSX giveaway for 1 million PLSX once we hit that. And I would love to give it away sooner than later. And so let's try and make that happen. Also, guys, if you'd like to support the channel, there is a donation link below. You can join the YouTube memberships. I'm working on a Patreon Discord group, which more news about that soon. You can go and book a one-on-one call if you'd like, as well as you can go and buy some cryptographics merch if you so chose as well. Again, only if you want to support the channel. Other than that, though, guys, there's scammers in the comments. Please don't communicate with them. If it doesn't say my highlighted cryptographic name bar, it's not me, and I don't want you to get scammed. I'll never ask you to go to WhatsApp or any other place. So thank you guys so much for being here. Chat, thank you guys for coming and hanging out with me. I saw about 80 or 90 people at one point. Thank you all for being here. Have a great week. I'll catch you guys very soon because we're talking about Max probably in our next stream. Peace.